What's up again, everybody? Today we got ourselves the really cool looking Dice Masters Miles Morales playmat out. And it has nothing to do with what we're actually talking about. I should not have led with that. I probably should have led in a different way. Who cares? I'm keeping this one because I don't want to re-record it. I just want to talk. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. Today we're going to open some Metazoo. We're going to open up some Metazoo. This is a card game, if you don't know. It's a card game that has gotten very popular lately. It started on Kickstarter. It moved from Kickstarter to First Edition, which is this, after a successful Kickstarter like release and all that sort of thing. This is First Edition product. This is being sold at like online retailers, LGSs, things like that. It's currently like sold out, and in fact there's an interesting story to that. These are two starter decks. There's an Alpha Iceman and a I don't even know, Pukwud is that, I can't read that, Pukwudgie, I don't know, Chieftain, a Chieftain tribal themed deck. These were actually a gift from my good buddy over on Kitchen Table TCG, Louis. Louis sent me these. He was like, dude, I want you to check this out. I know you haven't gotten into it. And here's the thing. I was actually interested in like just taking a look at the game, like opening a box, that sort of thing, but I should have committed earlier to picking up some product because obviously it's sold out completely. Louis was very kind enough to shoot these over to me and allow me to take a look at these. And I think here's the thing too. Fundamentally, I just wanted to play with my friends. It's just like with Dice Masters, with Flesh and Blood, even back in the day with Keyforge when I was playing that. I just wanted to play with my friends because that's kind of what card games are all about to me. I don't know about, you know, what they are to you, but for me, it's just like the experience, the shared experience of playing a game. And I know Kel and Louis are both really into the old Metazoo, so I thought I will give this a shot. So he sent these over. I don't know what's in either of these. I know a bit about how to play the game. I intentionally tried to keep the entire sort of game itself a secret until like First Edition released, and then I didn't pick up a product immediately, and then I didn't get to actually experience the product. So I tried to keep things as, I don't know, under wraps as possible, though eventually I just kind of caved and watched a couple of streams and like a little bit of gameplay on my buddies' channels. And so now I'm going to open this. We're going to do this thing. We're going to crack it open and we're going to go from there. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that are kind of one way or the other on Metazoo. And just like a lot of people, when I first saw Metazoo, the art style was completely off-putting. And the more that I've actually looked at some of the cards, and I haven't looked at a ton, but you know, through box openings and like gameplay, the few gameplay videos I can find, the more I've looked at the stuff, the more the art style has started to, I've come to terms with it. And not only come to terms with it, I'm starting to actually kind of enjoy it. Like, for example, when I look at this, before I take the plastic off, when I look at this, and this is me holding a Metazoo product for the first time, this makes me feel like I'm in 1995. You know what I mean? Like, this strikes me as like 1995 card game Pokemon, right? And that's what it's going for. We all know this. Metazoo is kind of angling towards that Pokemon nostalgia factor, and there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you like Pokemon. I do really like this too, the Metazoo like First Edition thing. I'm sad to break that seal. You know, this reminds me of like playing card decks. Playing card decks always have a seal like this, and I'm always sad to like pull it off or break it. Sometimes I try to literally lift the seal off, but for this one I'm going to tear open the good old thing because I like keeping that put together. All right, so I don't know what's in here. We've got ourselves a coin. It's a Metazoo coin. That's kind of fun. What is that? Metazoo Cryptid Nation First Edition. It's like a little thing that kind of shows you were part of the First Edition. Got the Chieftain on there. I would imagine there's coin flip mechanics. Speaking of mechanics of the game itself, oh, we got a booster pack. That's fun. I do know that this is a pizza bird. Okay, look, I know this one thing, that right there is a pizza bird. I know this. I know this completely. Okay, there's like a box topper. Is that, oh no, this is the Chieftain. Okay, so we have the Chieftain in the He's the Pukwudgie Chieftain. This is the, like, I guess the foil version. It's a reverse foil. As you can see, they're reverse foiling on the Chieftain. A couple of these things I don't understand, but I would imagine I would. And I do plan on actually playing the game. I know there's a whole bunch of speculation as far as like box prices and things like that go with, you know, just the game in general. But I do actually plan on playing the game and giving it a shot that way, because I feel like if you're making a card game, you should make a playable card game. And if it's a playable card game, it should be fun. And for those reasons, I'm hoping that it is fun. Oh, look, it comes with like a map. Oh, that's fun. So this is another actually interesting thing to me about the IP, is that because it's leaning into this cryptid idea, and cryptids, by the way, are fictional monsters that are regionalized. So based on the folklore of the region, or like a happening of the region, you can see all of these cryptids have kind of come about and are well known, or maybe not so well known, in the various areas of the U.S. And I'm sure, there are cryptids all over the world, like the Yeti. The Yeti is a cryptid that is not exclusive to, like, very, very northern places here in the U.S. And then, of course, we have, I would guess, a rule book. Yeah, we have a little rule book. I mean, it just feels very nostalgic. Like, they did a great job of hitting the nostalgia factor of actually, like, picking up one of those old 90s Pokemon, like, starter sets. I remember when I was young, I got the Pokemon, the Blastoise starter set, because I'm just going to say it, Blastoise is amazing. So I got the Blastoise starter set, and that's exactly the feeling that you're getting with this experience in general, and that's pretty cool. So we have another reverse foil. I wonder if this is just like a, oh, hey, lucky you, or like you landed a second reverse foil, or if they're always that way. I don't know. Someone answer that in the comments if you know that answer. Tell me in the comments below if you always end up in a starter deck with the, like, a second copy of the guy. I guess we'll find out when we open this one. As far as, I don't know, Pokemon is concerned, I lean towards I like the back of those cards, it's kind of cool. As far as Pokemon is concerned, I lean towards the like water type Pokemon, that sort of stuff. That just hits me right where I want it to. And so I'm thinking this may be fun, because like Frost. So we have the Chieftain. While he's in the arena, all beasties named Pukwudgie you control gain 10 life points, and their attack gains 10 damage. And all attacks named Redemption Barrage on beasties you control gain the following effect. The target of this attack or target opposing page in combat is inflicted with, I would guess that's like poison. I'm going to guess that's poison. I don't actually know what that is, but that's fun. I also don't know what this track is. 25 over there. I wonder if that's like something. It's very interesting. You also have the flavor text. The Pukwudgie Chieftain both grunts and obtains power. No, sorry, grants. It's so small. Grants and obtains power through the collective effort of the tribe, as any good chieftain would. That's fun. Then we have actual Pukwudgies, which are these little guys. Redemption Barrage is 10x, where X is the... Place X quill counters on it, where X is equal to the number of forests paid when it's flipped face up. Cool. So forest is sort of the mana. The other interesting thing about the game is basically they took portions of like Magic the Gathering with a land system, portions of like Yu-Gi-Oh with some of the like life totals things and damage stuff, though a little bit simplified in that way. Portions of like a variety of different games. Pokemon, of course, like all of these things. Ooh, Scissor Slash is kind of cool. What is this called, by the way? Agropelter? Aggro Pelter. It's an Aggro Pelter. That's a clever name. The cards feel interesting. They feel strange. They feel matte. They feel like... You know that paper that sometimes you get like stuff wrapped in and you're like, oh, this is biodegradable paper. Well, like all paper's biodegradable. But like, you know that stuff that they specifically say like recyclable wrapper? That's what this stuff feels like it's made of. It feels like it's made of paper like that. This beastie may be contracted for one less forest if you are in an area where when praying mantises are common. That's fun. So the game clearly doesn't take itself super seriously in the sense that it's got these fun fourth wall effects where if you are literally playing in a place that has a lot of praying mantises, then this technically cost one less. You apparently can play that way, or you don't have to. I've been told that. You don't have to play with those effects. You can fatigue Roperite. It's Roperite. You can fatigue Roperite to remove, I don't know what that symbol is, from target beastie until the end of the turn. That's kind of fun. The page gains 10 life points and the attacks gain 10 damage for every beastie fearsome critter in the arena. Okay, so lots of keyword stuff going on. Again, this is literally, by the way, my first time holding these cards. I should have like leaned into that a little bit more at the beginning of the video. I didn't. Thorn Whip, excuse me. 10 per spellbook. You can have a 10 card limit per your deck. It's kind of a cool looking one. Again, these symbols, I'm curious what those mean. This is a trap. This is a trap. Maybe that's what that's referencing. It's gotta be. Razor Leaf, we have a spell. 6 per spellbook. Deal 25 damage to target caster. If they control any of those pages, Razor Leaf gains 50 damage, or deals 50 damage instead. That's pretty cool. So it's direct damage. I think you start with 2,000 life points. Bookmark 2 pages from the top of your spellbook. Bookmark is draw, right? I think bookmark is their term for draw. This is a cool piece of art. Forest Gods Amber. You can fatigue this page at any time to generate 2 whatever forests. Fatigue, by the way, this is why I stumbled. Fatigue is when you tap it. So fatigue is their tap. Ooh, that's a pretty art like there. Chaos Crystal. I like the art of that card. You can fatigue this page at any time to generate 3 aura of any type. That's pretty cool. And then we have forests. And are there different... Yes, why are those stuck together? It's weird. There are different forests, a la Magic the Gathering. Those are forest auras. They all are forest auras. That's interesting. Are these ones just straight forests? What are those? Yeah, those are just forests. I wonder what the difference is. I don't know, but I wonder what the difference is. Okay, so that's what comes in a starter deck of... tribal theme deck, I should say. A tribal theme deck for the Pukwudgie Chieftain. Now, there's a pack that comes in it as well, so let's open the pack. The pack feels just generally... I don't know what the description is. It feels, you know, like foil packs, they feel a little bit more slick and flimsy. This one feels a little bit more textured, I guess is the best way to put it. Looking at all of these things is interesting. All the different archetypal symbols. I do appreciate that there's a tear tab here. The tear tab is kind of nice. And it didn't tear. Dang it. The tear tab failed me. All right. I don't know pack orders. And honestly, I've never opened one of these packs. So we're just gonna go for it. I don't know. Also don't know if a card is good or not. Just in general. So there you go. Your guess is better than mine. And I just don't want to... There we go. Oh my god, that is so horribly violent. What is going on? Is that a person being eaten? That is a person. Wait, this is the art of... What is that painting? Oh my god, that painting of the Cyclops, right? Isn't that same, like, same layout, same art? I appreciate that. That's pretty brutal. Okay. It's unexpectedly dark. Poison Arrow. You know, it's funny, too, because this is sort of leaning towards, like, more of a kid's style, like family-friendly, I should put it that way. And then the first card we open is someone literally mutilating a corpse. Matlocks is absolutely mutilating a corpse. Sam Rabbit's Foot. Chibi Mothman. That's fun. Transfiguration. It turns into a sheep. That's interesting. Icy Path. Icy Path. Well, it just got like straight up, just like striped pants, man. Can be contracted when any beastie declares an attack, even if it's not your turn. Okay, you can just pick a new target for an attack. That's fun. Funeral Mountain Terra Shot. Interesting. Followed by, hey, look, it's Brutal Guy. This is a holo, right? This is not the reverse holo. Brutal Matlocks dude. I wonder where the rarities are. I guess that the square is the rarity there at the center. I'm gonna guess that, but I don't know. We got the Matlocks, followed by Raining, and a Forest Aura. That's so funny that ends up being the foil. The foiling's fine. The foiling's fine. It's funny that that ends up being the foiling, the foil card, after we absolutely just were taken aback by the brutality of said card in what appears to be a family-friendly game about, like, you know, local legends. But no, one of them is literally eating someone. Eating someone. Unless that wasn't a person. I'm pretty sure that was a person. So another pizza bird pack. We got, this would tell us. Yep. So there's Alpha Minnesota Iceman, which, by the way, I think this one looks cool. I think the reverse foiling on this one's really cool. I think reverse foiling on cards and foiling on cards that kind of go that extra mile, that extra step. It reminds me of the foiling you see sort of in Pokemon, right? Because they have that same foiling. They have like a lot of different types of foiling in that game. But it also reminds me of like Japanese card games. Japanese card games do the same thing. Like, look at that. You gotta love the little Minnesota Iceman coin. I know I do. I prefer blue things. Blue is my favorite color, and I prefer blue things. So I dig this one already because it's blue. My kids also all like blue things. I should teach. That should be something I should do. I should sit down with my 6-year-old. Oh man, seriously? Oh, well, you hate to see it. Pulling off the plastic and you chip the reverse hollow card. It's a bummer. It is what it is. It's just a card. That's, I think, a great hallmark of a game. Sit down with a 6-year-old and see if you can teach them how to play the game. Ooh, that's cool looking. It's like a rat with cool, like, pauldrons made of skulls of, like, I guess that's a deer. I don't know, man. Kushtaka, 4 per spell book. Cannot be fatigued to activate, and it does not have to be fatigued to activate this power. Choose 1 attack on any beastie in the arena. Shapeshift becomes the chosen attack until the end of the turn. Oh, that's interesting. You just use something on the field. I like that. Minnesota Iceman. Not the alpha, but just a Minnesota Iceman. Target opposing page in combat is inflicted with 1. I'm just going with Frost. I don't know what that is. I'm just going to go with it, though. Because it's permafrost, right? Deals 15 damage, though, I would imagine. Status effects. Wow, that's a lot of Minnesota Iceman. Oh my god, we're still going. There we go. We got the GG bird. Or is it the Gigi bird? Okay, sometimes you just have to giggle at it. Sometimes you're just like, that's just a dumb name. And that's okay, you know? That's okay. Again, I said this earlier. Everybody can like different things, and that's alright. If you don't like the GG bird, that's okay. White Fang. Literally just White Fang. When you would take damage, you may fatigue White Fang and place a number of pages equal to the damage you would take divided by 10. So just do a little bit of math. If you do reduce the damage, that would take to 0. Okay, so do a little math, and if and then it just reduces to 0. Tire throw, by the way, it just throws tires. I don't know if there's connection between. It's a Sasquatch. Okay, so yeah, there's a connection. Got the Icy Path again, just in case we wanted to run more Icy Paths. Slow. That is a lot of text, man. This spell may be contracted whenever a spell is contracted. So it's like in response. Place slow in the arena and then place that spell that was contracted face up under slow. Sure. Basically, it's like a cancel, or is it just keep it there? It just keeps it there. Okay, that's interesting. That's kind of a cool. So this is very much like a control deck, in a sense. Draw some cards. Gotta draw some cards. Ooh, that's cool looking. Eternal Snowflake. Can fatigue this to generate 2 frost. The Chaos Crystal, again, is beautiful. I actually do really like those arts. And then we have Snowing. You know what I bet you these are? I bet you these are the 4th wall type cards. Because if it's not snowing in your area, but you want to play this deck with 4th wall effects, then you can have this down on the field. I bet you that's what that is. Someone tell me in a comment below if that's the case. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Did I count that right? 14? 14? Those are very pretty. I do. Okay, so aesthetically, I do prefer that deck over the Pukwudgie Chieftains. There's also like a lightning deck that seemed really cool. As far as like aesthetics are concerned, that seemed kind of neat. You know what this all reminds me of? Again, it goes back to Pokemon, because I think they did a great job of kind of alluding to Pokemon a ton. But this reminds me a lot of like the different evolutions of Eevee. It reminds me a lot of that. We have Antidote, so they're sucking the antidote, or sucking the poison, excuse me, out of the back of, you know, the poisoned character, and that is a poisoned effect. Okay, so that is also a nice thing about the game, is like, if that is possible for me to guess without ever seeing the card, that's a good symbol, right? If I can look at a card and go, oh, that's the poison indicator from before, and this card confirms that, then I don't have to be told it's a poison indicator. So good on them. Shadow People, that's really creepy and cool looking. I dig that. Shadow People. Corner of your eye. Corner of your eye gains 10 damage if you don't look directly at any opposing caster during this combat. That's fun. There's some interesting, so by the way, there's some interesting, the Shadow People myth, you know, like that thing. There's some interesting lore out there on that, or just like explanations as to why you see things in the corner of your eye. That's fun. Cactus Cat, it's just a cat hanging out with Cactus. We've got the Anti-Magic Field, which is a frog casting a spell. I can't tell. Maybe they got the spell casted on them. Shock Aura. Wow, that is so Pokemon. That is so like, oh god, that's so Electrode. It is like ridiculous. Ooh, we got a Power Up Green. Target beast gains 25 life, and its attacks gain 25 damage, and the swirly effect until the end of the next turn. I don't know what the swirly effect is, but it gains it. Then we have, what is this? Hide Behind. That's cool looking. Why does that make me giggle so much? It's just so cheeky. It's like, here I am, perfectly matching the tree. That's funny. Hey, look at that. The old foil Hodag. I don't know if this is a huge hit, and if it is, I'm not freaking out enough. I apologize, but that is cool looking. I like the art on that guy. That's fun. What does he do? Power. Great Mimicry. Can only be activated once per turn and does not fatigue him when activated. Gains attack or power on target opposing beastie. Loses the chosen attack and power if the chosen beastie or Hodag leaves the arena, or if it activates Great Mimicry again. So basically it just becomes it. This page gets 10 life points and it attacks, gain 10 plus damage for every beastie, fearsome critter in the arena. Where does it show fearsome? I'm curious. Where's the symbol for that? Often blamed for missing car keys, sunglasses, and helping fish escape their lures. So is Hodag. Well, very cool. These were some fun packs to open. It's interesting too, because like it would be nice to open more of those packs just to kind of continue to get that experience. But I think those gave a really good feeling or understanding of kind of what the game, as far as opening packs and just like how a deck functions, works. I'm curious. I actively avoided reading a ton of rules and like try to like really learn how to play at first, because I wanted to just have the aesthetic. I feel like the game is so focused on giving you a nostalgia aesthetic that I wanted to actually experience that firsthand and give you my impressions. And overall, I think it hits on a lot of marks. If that's its goal, is to make you feel that feeling that you did when you were younger, I think it does a really good job of that. As far as collectability and that sort of thing, the market has shown that people want the cards, and the nostalgia thing is very powerful. I'm curious to see how it goes going forward. I'm hoping they release like a second edition product, because obviously the first edition is gone. Maybe if they release a second edition product, we can pick up like a second edition box. If you enjoy Metazoo, let me know what you like about it in the comments below. If you want to see me somehow get my hands on first edition product of Metazoo and open that up, let me know that in a comment below. Maybe I could do something with the patrons where, I don't know, I pick up a box and then I open it and give you guys the cards. Something like that. I don't know. That would be kind of interesting. By the way, I should say before it's time to go, check it out. We crossed the 5K subscriber mark. That means it's giveaway time. There's a giveaway video that's like live on my channel right now. You should go check it out. Go watch it. See if you want to join in on the fun. It's going to be a lot of playmats. We're giving away a lot of playmats and some other cool stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about the big Metazoo, the big new TCG that people are going crazy about. Let me know in a comment below. As always, everybody, thanks for watching.